Our first guest is one of the most talented people I know. Please welcome my friend, Melissa McCarthy.
Worst nightmare.
Where did you have that made?
Closet. Just in my closet, guys. And there may be another one.
No,
You'll find out someday.
No. What the hell is that?
Kind of amazing.
It is kind of amazing.
I mean, guys, don't you want that?
What was the reason for this?
Yeah, looking at it now, it seems almost silly. It was my first commercial agent ever, and he said, I want you to get character headshots, and I was like, I think those make me uncomfortable. Is that when you have to get into like a costume? I was like, I don't know if and I got the like, well, my working clients work. If you want to work, now that you've moved to LA, this is, you go the extra mile. And I was like, I'll go the extra mile. I'll go the extra mile and get a Barbie Western hat. And I made the earrings, they're little cowboy boots from the Barbie set. Because I went the extra mile, yeah, that's right. And then I didn't really know what character shots meant. So instead of doing something like, you could hire like a cop, a waitress, something I was in my head, that was Diane that worked at a local grocery store and handed out cheese samples. And that's what, like, when he's like, what is this supposed to be? I was like, well, that's Diane. She hands out, she's recently divorced, and he was just like, yeah, it was.
Oh my God,
I picked a character, I made a character out of my head. I didn't know it meant like something that someone may want to hire. And then I did not work for about 15 years.
What would she sound like if Diane?
Oh my God. First of all, she'd talk about cheddar and Jack. And blue, and then she might get upset talking about her divorce.
Oh, no.
And then it's just her pounding cheese. My whole thought was that, like, it's like 1 for you, 6 for me. Cry about the divorce, get it back, remember the hat, and just pass that cheese.
You're coming to my birthday party. That'll be after my birthday. We're moving it further since everyone's all over the place. But you're coming.
I am coming.
Yes.
And I feel I may need to document. If I were going to give a piece of documentation to Ellen, I think it's, dear Ellen, I want to apologize to you in advance, or what I like to call a pre-apology, for my behavior and if I dance challenge you. And I will replenish the liquor I drink. But I do, a chest bump probably is coming at you. And I'm sorry, but happy birthday. That's for later.
That's for later? All right, and have you made the mistake of throwing a ball yet? Because you should never start that with those dogs.
They also, yeah, and they make noises when they get something in their mouth. They don't do it when they don't have something, but the second you give them a toy, they're like, and it's panic. It's like caught in a bear trap sound.
It's hilarious.
And it's like an on and off switch. I mean, I have done it where I'm like, it's the most frantic.
What are their names?
Sorry about the sound person must love that. Homer and Harper. And they don't know.
They don't know their name.
They don't know. They have no idea. We call them like Bubbles and like Habisham, and they just are like. I've never met dogs that like do not know their names at all. It's kind of fascinating.
It's hilarious. And you're working with your husband again, and that's always fun. He's hilarious.
Always fun.
Okay, so let's take a look at, and what was it like making out with the handsome guy with your husband directing? Like, did he...
Professionally speaking, Luke is amazing. We meet and kind of hit it off and end up in a relationship. We may end up, there's some making out in a library stack, and that scene was, we've shot that scene on our 11th wedding anniversary for Ben and I. On the day, and which I thought, thanks, Ben. So he was weirdly yelling out things like, can you grab his butt in the next take? And I was like, yes, professionally speaking, I can. And it was crazy and funny, and Luke just kept going, happy anniversary.
Yeah. So how old are they now? I ask you that every time.
And Georgie's turning 9 this week.
Georgie is the...
She's gonna turn 9. She's the little one that's just always ready for war.
Yeah.
War or anything. And now they're both really into basketball. Like basketball has which I love because I always played sports, has taken over the house, which I just didn't see that one coming. I don't know why.
Are they good?
They are. They really like it, and they've both clicked in. And when Georgie started, they were like, you know, they explained guarding, and she was like, got it, guard. And so we were always like, hands up, Falcone, like that's what we'd call her. She guarded their team, her own team. So it was like her own girls trying to like come down the lane. She was like, no, no, no. And she's like in her face, and I was like, Georgie, it's your own team. So she stopped that, and now she's point guard, and she made her first basket 2 weeks ago, and you saw it click in where all of a sudden she's like, I can go around him, because she's tiny, and she's like, and fast. And you saw it click, and she tried it once, and then I literally saw her like, ah. And then the next time she just hauled it down the court, ran around this girl, went around somebody else, got the ball back, and scored. We all went crazy. My dad burst out crying. I burst out crying. And there was a woman behind us, and she's like, I don't even know why I'm crying. I don't know why I'm crying. And we were all like, something's happened. I scream and I yell like I've lost my mind. Like I've become exactly the person I always feared I would meet.
Yeah.
Just a constant litany of like, get it from her, take it from her, take it, but Georgia, you take it from her. Get it, she doesn't deserve, like once I was like, she doesn't deserve it. I was like, oh my God. And I'm yelling at like another 8th grade, like an 8-year-old. And then it's like I finally stop and I'm shaking and I'm like, I gotta walk it off. Like I get so excited because I love the thought of watching girls, especially at that age, become not more aggressive. I don't mean that in a negative way, but like seeing them be like, I can take that ball from them, because they start out so polite where it's like, well, if you have the ball, I don't want to bother you for it. And then when they start grabbing it, it's like every aggressive thing that is like 96% of my being is just like, you take it from her. Like, and there's a guy next to me that's like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. And I was like, yeah. And then we were crying and cheering, and they'd lost like 36-4. And our entire team walked out like, that's how you do! That's how you do! Like crazy. And they're like, you lost. And we're like, oh, I don't know. I'm becoming a monster.
That's hilarious. That should be your next role. That's a fantastic idea.
Ellen asked me to be her guest host today. She's taking the day off. I think she wanted to spend more time with some of her houses. And I get it. They grow up so fast, don't they? Yeah, this side, did you all get your snacks? You did? Okay, good. One thing that I've noticed from watching this show, because I watch it every day, like a crazy woman, Ellen always has these companies sponsor her Skybox. Have you noticed this? She'll put Geico's name up there, and then Geico gives her money. And then she'll put Bubbly's name on it up there, and then they give her a bunch of Bubbly. Well, I'm not nuts. I want to get in on some of this cash and prizes business. So I am unveiling today the Remax Skybox. Remax, yes! How about that, guys? Remax, I hope you're watching. I've got my eye on a 3-bedroom, 2-bath split level on Riverside Drive. So let me know just where to pick up the keys. And I heard that Kristen Bell, when she hosted, got 300 blankets. She put out her greedy little hand and mentioned cuddle up blankets once. And then she got 300 blankets. What are you even gonna do? What are you gonna do with 300 blankets? I mean, I'm not trying. She donated them? Okay. But we don't know if she donated them to a charity or not. She did. Children's charity. Okay. Well, that's good on her. Good on Belle, right?
We are going to show the audience 2 words, a winning word and a danger word. Melissa and I have to get our partner to say the winning word without saying the danger word. You can only use 1-word clues. We can. It's like passwords. So if you say the danger word, I'll be forced to push this button. And if you guess the winning word, I'll fire the cannon at the losing team. All right?
The winning word is flex, but the danger word is muscle. Don't say that one.
Bend. Bend.
Squat.
Muscle.
Look what you've done.